Some pretty tense moments in recent days, but Bahamians, particularly residents of Abaco and Grand Bahama, can breathe a collective sigh of relief today, having been given the all clear following Hurricane Nicole's pounding on its way to the Sunshine State of Florida. And while the Bahamas is said to have fared well, a high-level delegation was on the ground on Abaco today to conduct a full assessment. Our Desmond Saunders has all the details.
Hours after Nicole pounded Abaco with torrential rains and coastal flooding, the country's acting prime minister, along with key government officials, touched down here at the Leonard Thompson International Airport to assess the storm's impact.
No loss of life, no serious injuries. We've fared well. God is good.
The Abaco port, the Friendship Tabernacle Baptist Church, and the Central Primary School among major stops by Cooper and his team. While relieved that Nicole's fury was minimal, Cooper hoping normalcy could return to Abaco's port and the Leonard Thompson International Airport, two major transport and commerce hubs impacted by Nicole.
We understand there was some flooding there at the port. The waters came over maybe about a foot and a half. And these are the kinds of things that now we see has happened during this particular storm. The engineers are here, and they can make recommendations as to how we can remediate that for the future. We continue to do repairs to the airport since Hurricane Dorian. We're pressing forward there. We're going to move the air traffic control tower to a different location. The professionals determined that it ought not be rebuilt where it is. So that's a project we're working on.
The acting prime minister promising some relief for Abaco and Grand Bahama residents impacted by the storm.
There will be some exigency orders made, whether it's in the form of the existing SIRS or whether it's adjusted. We are sensitive to the needs of both Abaco and Grand Bahama, but we want the adjustments to be very measured.
Cooper hoping to address concerns for housing and accommodations on the island of Abaco.
We've looked at some of the infrastructure here. There is need for some upgrades. Paulsec, Pinder, and Cornish have pointed out the need for additional investment in infrastructure. In addition to the port, there is an ever-pressing need for more housing. We still have some government employees, civil servants who are living in the trailers nearby the government complex. We know that we have been making significant efforts through the Ministry of Housing, Department of Housing, and my colleague Colby Davis has been doing a great work to really do PPPs. But being here today and seeing the number of persons who still live in the trailers, really it's a reminder of the large quantity of housing required here, and the government will continue to put its efforts behind these initiatives.
Cooper says Nicole's impact on tourism has been minimal.
We know that many of the tourists did not leave. They made a calculation that this is just a tropical storm or Cat 1, and they stayed. God bless them. It's worked out well for them and for tourism. We are posting very, very strong numbers for tourism. I suspect that this year we are going to meet or exceed 2019 levels.
Over the next coming days, additional assessments will be carried out to determine the exact extent of the damage of Nicole. Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight.